Look at that big bastard. Keep your head down. Let's see what it does.
Saloknir, Zil Grotova Ursa. Slen. Aldu Wintri, Poanti Vokri Hasliksen Julvig. Saloknir, Kaliknir. Full side. Zuku, Koral, no both to hide. You do not even know our tongue, do you? Such arrogance, to dare take for yourself the name of Nova. Saloknir, Krindar, Jur. I am Saloknir. Hear my voice and despair. It's to be a real fight. Good.
Isn't it? You really are Dragonborn. I owe you some answers, don't I? Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back. I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them. Not a damn thing. I was just as surprised as you to find that big black dragon there. Really? Where? Interesting. Same dragon. Damn it, we're blundering around in the dark here. We need to figure out who's behind it all. Exactly. Nobody even remembers our name these days. We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperors. Those days are long gone, though. For the last 200 years, We've been searching for the next Dragonborn to guide and guard, as we are sworn to do. But we never found one, until now. The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is. The faction that rules the Aldmeri Dominion. The ones who almost destroyed the Empire during the Great War 30 years back. There's no worse enemy to humankind in Tamriel. The Empire barely survived the last war. The Thalmor don't intend to lose the next fight. Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor? Before the Great War, the Blades helped the Empire against the Thalmor. Our Grandmaster saw them as the greatest threat to Tamriel. At the time, that was true. Maybe it still is. So we fought them in the shadows, all across Tamriel. We thought we were more than a match for them. We were wrong. If we could get into the Thalmor Embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is, that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia. I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
There's been another dragon attack.
What do you...
Kind's
It's my
gone
boy
this
Sven
time.
you need to listen to. He sings at the inn most every night.
Thank you, so trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Till next time. Good.
I never would have believed this if I hadn't seen it.
I don't think you were followed. I have a plan. I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor embassy. That would be a bad idea. I'd be too likely to attract the wrong kind of attention. But they don't know you at all yet. The Thalmor ambassador, Elenwen, regularly throws parties where the rich and connected cozy up to the Thalmor. I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret files. I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn. Wood Elf. Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor. You can trust him. I'll get word for him to meet you in Solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it? While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions? Don't worry about Malborn. He's not a dangerous character like you. But he hates the Thalmor at least as much as I do. He's a wood elf. The Thalmor wiped out his family back in Valenwood during one of their purges that we never hear about. Luckily, they don't know who he really is, or he wouldn't be serving drinks at the ambassador's parties. Let me handle that. You'll have a real invitation, don't worry. As long as you can act the part of a Thalmor toady, you'll get past the guards. That's when the fun starts. You'll have to slip away from the party without raising the alarm. Then you'll need to find Elenwen's office and search her files. Malborn should be able to point you in the right direction. Sounds good. Be careful.
Huh? Ow!
Something you're still confused about? What? Something you're still confused about?
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to Need a room? Talk to Delphine. We've got something of a love triangle here in Riverwood. Faendal and Sven, both vying for Camilla's affections. Let's sate that appetite, hmm? Mm-hmm. I'm just a... Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. I ain't looking to make Nobody trusts those mages. Wait, are you joking? You just rented a room from me. Mm-hmm.
I spend a lot of time at the market
Heard they're
stall,
reforming
so I
the
can learn
Dawn
merchant's
Guard.
trade. I need more
No
experience if I'm
lollygagging.
going to run an inn someday.
It is the power of old. The voice of... Dragonborn. Fear not. Thinking of trouble? Need a blade? Staying. Now if you need, fine. I'm looking to do everything. I mostly do. I worry about other. I'd be a lot for a dragon. You're that one from staying up. Got to keep my eye. What is it? Yesterday? Disrespect. So, I know that. Careful if you cause trouble in Stormcloak. You couldn't. My cousins are. What do you? If you're heading east, be glad you're here. What is it?
Old friend. Patron of the great clan.
Absurd that you can't cook good sweet.
I serve Jarl
And the
Bal
skeever
from
holds.
Adrian? Ah, this must be that weapon for the Jarl. Poor girl. So eager to prove herself. I'll present it to Balgruuf when his mood is agreeable. Thank you. Please, take these few coins for services rendered. The house I mentioned earlier is still available if you want to buy it. Wonderful. Here's the key to your new home. I'll be glad to help you. There are many ways to improve your home, provided you have the coin. And don't forget to consult your home decorating guide for descriptions of the decorations you can buy. Now, what would you like to purchase? I'm sorry, but you don't seem... Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? I'm sorry. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? As you wish. Speak to me again if you... Ah, splendid. The history of Whiterun begins with your Vasker. The Hall of the... As time passed, a thriving community. Today, Whiterun is the jewel of Skyrim. I can say without boast that that is an old tale. Long ago, there lived a mighty hero of the Nords, Olaf One-Eye. The struggle between Olaf and the dragon culminated in... Olaf returned in triumph to Whiterun by his decree. And so, from that time until this, our great keep has... Well, there are 3 of them. The Plains District is so named because it's the closest of the 3 to the plains that surround the city. Most of the city's residents live in the Wind District, which is the middle of the 3. Dragon's Reach occupies the highest, which we call the Cloud District. From here, the Jarl can see all that goes on within his city. Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Talmor!
You have come. Hello, my friend. Immortal life. Talos, master in southern lands. He was so great was his reign. If you want to know more, I'm sure you can find. Because the so-called. Oh yes, he agreed to banish the worship. Well, I call it blasphemy. Well, let me tell you something, friend. Cyrodiil. Let them come. I have no fear, for Talos is my ally. So rise up, rise up.
You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
Need a ride? I can take you to any of the hold. Well, I know the companions make their home here. Oh, and there's a nasty feud between two families called. The rest you can find out by asking the townsfolk. Start with the barkeep at the Bannered Mare. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. You'd best hurry it up.
Come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Rika. If not, just keep your nose clean while you're here.
Uncle Rogvir? Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Sorry, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
You betrayed us!
You should tell her the scum that betrayed his high king.
Get on with
Does she
it!
know now, Advar?
You're all heart, Vivian.
Rogver, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Torygg. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric challenged Torygg. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is the anthem of and all Nords. On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
Some gate guard you were!
Good riddance to bad rubbish, I say.
Expected more.
He died well.
Feel free to make requests.
Seems there's always more to be done.
Nord. Really? You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing.
Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you. You're asking me? She promised that she was sending someone who knew what they were doing. If you actually want to get out alive, I'd bring whatever you need to move quietly and kill quickly. Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've got to go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry.
What? You decided to check us out.
Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest.
New in town, right? If you need a place to sleep, head over to the Winking Skeever.
Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy? Good. I have, but the only way you're going to get past the guards is if, which means you need to look the part and not be armed. When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside. You can't go to a party at the Thalmor embassy dressed like that. I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board? Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
Fellow latecomer, Ellen's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, sir. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking. There's not enough drinking in the world today, wouldn't you agree?
Please, you first.
I will just rest here a moment. Although it is damnably
Welcome
cold.
to the Thalmor Embassy. Your invitation, please. Thank you, sir. Go right in.
Now then, here's my invitation. I don't have a voice.
Guests are advised.
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim. And you are? Ah, yes. I remember your name from the guest list. Please,
Madam
tell me
Ambassador,
more about
I'm
yourself.
so sorry
What brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine. Do I have your permission to uncork the...
Of
Olympia
course.
Red?
I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
What can I get for you? You may... Yes, what do you need? Of course. Let me see if we have another bottle of that. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted. What can I get for you? Here you go, sir. The finest Colovian brandy. Is there anything else I can get for you? We seem to have run out of Colovian brandy. I'll check in the wine cellar for more when I get... Of course. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
For the man who knows how to make money, war can be a most profitable... The Great War is long past. It's time the Empire and the Altmeri Dominion put aside their differences. Prosperity is good for everyone. You must be new to Skyrim, or you'd already know. I feel that it's time to put... I try to do my little part. But not every... A rare few are born with a... As for honor, well, there are some luxuries even. There's a likely-looking filly, even if she is an elf. You there, serving girl. What's your name, dear?
Brayla, sir. Do you need a drink? Something to eat?
No, that's not what I'm interested in right now. I just wanted to get a better look at you. I like what I see, my dear. And believe me, I don't say that to everyone. I'm very discriminating when it comes to the female form.
Thank you, sir. Was there anything else I could do for you?
Oh, not at the moment. Maybe later. Don't go far.
Yes, sir. What can I get for you? I'm sorry, but I think you've had enough for the moment. Good
Please,
day.
help yourself to more wine.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here?
I don't recall seeing you at one of these before, and I know everyone who's anyone in Skyrim.
Yes, what do you need? We seem to have run out of Colovian brandy. Of course. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around? Ah, the one. If there's anything I can ever do for you, do not. Wonderful. Is that all? Stand back and behold my handiwork. Attention, everyone. Could I have your attention, please? I have an announcement to make.
Let's go. Before anyone notices us.
To Elenwen, our mistress. I speak figuratively. Nothing could be more unlikely than that someone would actually want her in their bed.
So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
Who comes, Malvern? You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Zavani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up. Need to lock the door behind you, or the patrols might notice something's wrong. Hurry it up.
Did you see those robes marching this morning? Who are they with? More of the emissaries' treaty enforcers? No, they're high mages, just in from Aladdin. I guess herself is finally getting worried about all the dragon attacks. Ah, good. I've been wondering how we were supposed to defend this place from a dragon. If a dragon does show up, maybe we'll get lucky, and it will eat the mages first. Might give us enough time to kill it. Never should have come here.
Another fight!
Not quite good enough. All you've got?
But I need that money. I earned it. I have my own expenses, you know.
Silence. Do not presume, Gisser. You are most useful. Is someone
but
there?
do not presume.
Ah!
Never should have come here.
Trouble?
Oh no! Why the gods? This can't be happening.
You made it out alive, at least. Your gear's safe in my room, as promised. Did you learn anything useful? Really? That seems hard to believe. You're sure about that? You're right. I was sure it must have been them. If not the Thalmor, who? Or what? Esbern? He's alive? I thought the Thalmor must have got him years ago. That crazy old man. Figures the Thalmor would be on his trail, though, if they were trying to find out what's going on with the dragons. You mean aside from wanting to kill every blade they can lay their hands on? Esbern was one of the Blade's archivists, back before the Thalmor smashed us during the Great War. He knew everything about the ancient dragon lore of the Blades. Obsessed with it, really. Nobody paid much attention back then. I guess he wasn't as crazy as we all thought. Ironic, right? The old enemies assumed that every calamity must be a plot by the other side. Even so, we've got to find Esbern before they do. He'll know how to stop the dragons, if anybody does. Do they know where he is? Riften, eh? Probably down in the Ratway, then. It's where I'd go.
This is an ode to
You'd better get to
Skyrim's
Riften.
staunch protectors,
Talk to Brynjolf.
the Imperials.
He's well-connected. A good starting point, at least. Oh, and when you find Esbern, if you think I'm paranoid, you may have some trouble getting him to trust you. Just ask him where he was on the 30th of Frostfall. You'll know what it means.
Blood and our sin we will
The Blades have always guarded and guided. Now our purpose is clear. I'm all that's left. Together, we're going to stop these dragons if we have to put every last one of them back in the ground. The Thalmor happened. They've been hunting down... Thanks to the White Gold Concordat, they've been able to operate throughout the Empire with impunity. The Great War. Oh, seems to me like it just... But to answer your question, the White Gold Concordat was the It ended the war and also trampled on the sacred name of Talos, and gave the Thalmor free rein to stamp out Talos worship. There's no simple answer to that. They're the rulers of the Aldmeri Dominion, what used to be the imperial provinces of Somerset Isle and Valenwood. The Thalmor take the arrogance of high elves to the extreme. They believe they are the rightful rulers of all of Tamriel. For a century or more, the Thalmor had been picking away at the Empire. Valenwood was the first, then the province of Elsewhere. But even the Blades didn't see the Great War coming. We underestimated the Thalmor, and they destroyed us.